He is the most overhyped and overrated playoff quarterback ever.
Aaron Rodgers, as illustrated yesterday or Saturday, does not rise to the moment.
This guy's legacy is the fact he's come up short.
Aaron Rodgers and the #1 seeded Packers just lost at home to the 49ers, and now Rodgers moves to just 7-9 in the playoffs since winning the Super Bowl roughly a decade ago. So is it time to admit that Aaron Rodgers just can't get it done in the big moments? Hello everyone, welcome back to Into Sports. I'm your host Evan. Before I talk Rodgers and the Packers, do me a big favor and click the subscribe button because it would help me out a lot. Anyways, the most blatantly incorrect narrative in the entire NFL is that Aaron Rodgers is bad in the playoffs. It is 100% factually incorrect, yet it's something that will be attached to his name forever. And yes, I understand that sometimes it feels like he should win at some of these games that he loses, just like on Saturday night against San Francisco. But the reality is, there is no truth to the Aaron Rodgers playoff narrative. In fact, Rodgers is actually the best playoff quarterback of the modern era. Yes, I said it. And actually, Pro Football Focus agrees. They've graded every single NFL snap since 2006, and according to them, no quarterback has been better in the postseason. Not even Tom Brady. And they've graded every single throw. Whoa. Okay. Well, why does Rodgers only have one Super Bowl then if he's really the best? Well, you do realize there are 52 other guys on the football team, right? And 20 or so coaches. So winning and losing is not just about one guy. In fact, everyone for the last 10 or so years has said that Matthew Stafford can't win the big game. But you see, the first year he actually has a legitimate team around him. He goes into Tom Brady's house and makes a super clutch play to take the Rams to the NFC Championship game. But remember, that's the guy who wasn't a winner. Oh, look at what happens when he actually has 52 really good guys, really good players around him. Oh, now he's a winner. Go figure. So don't give me all these team accolades to describe one player. Jimmy Garoppolo made it to a Super Bowl, but he also threw the ball 8 times in the NFC Championship game. You can't just look at the wins and losses or Super Bowls to evaluate a single player's performance. Because yes, Rodgers doesn't have the wins in the postseason, but that does not mean he hasn't been great. In fact, Aaron Rodgers' teams have averaged more playoff points per game than Tom Brady's teams throughout their career. Yet one guy is a playoff choker and the other one is the most clutch, most magical, the greatest of all time. The quarterback can't play defense. They can only control the offense. And the guy who's the fraud in the playoffs does that better than the GOAT. It really makes you think. Now, I think all of you would agree that Aaron Rodgers is a great regular season quarterback, right? Even if you do think he shrinks in the playoffs. Everyone thinks he's good in the regular season. But what if I told you that he actually gets better in the playoffs? Because Aaron Rodgers' teams average more points per game in the playoffs than they do in the regular season. Again, he can't control the defense, he can't control the special teams. But the unit he does control elevates its level of play when it matters most. Okay? But then I also hear people say, okay, maybe he's generally good in the playoffs, but in the clutch, gotta have it game-winning drive, fate of the universe on the line, he doesn't deliver. But he actually does have this signature playoff moments. He does deliver. Heck, he made one of the greatest throws ever with 5 seconds left in the divisional round against the Cowboys, and that set up the game-winning field goal. And then the year before that, against the Cardinals, 4th and 20 in his own end zone with 50 seconds left, and he makes just a mind-boggling throw. And then he makes the Hail Mary to take it to overtime. But then, much to the story of Rodgers' career, loses the coin toss in overtime, can't control that, and can't control the fact that he never got the ball back because his defense gave up a touchdown. So Aaron Rodgers' legacy is going to be incredible talent, but playoff choker. But in actuality, he is the best playoff quarterback in the modern era. Even better than the beloved GOAT, Tom Brady. Now, Rodgers is certainly not the greatest epidemiologist of all time, but he is the greatest quarterback on the field, even in the postseason. You can't just look at the wins and the losses and the Super Bowl trophies. That's lazy and inaccurate analysis. Because when you actually take a deeper dive, you see that the stigma around Rodgers' playoff performances is the biggest myth in the NFL.